part 2 of our daily reading. I'm going to use the tarot. I want to know what source wants to tell you. What's your guidance? I want to know who's crying. Hold on. That's my face. You guys, I swear, you could tell too much about my facial expressions. I need to learn how to calm it down sometimes. Who's crying, sis? Oh, shut up. Who is this person? I need more answers. Hold on. Okay. You know what? Let me just get the rest now that the deck is talking. It's exactly talking about what I just said in part 1. So I think Spirit wants to reinforce this message. It's that situation where sometimes you have to hear it a few times before it makes sense. What is it, like 7 times? So maybe watch this video 7 times if you're identifying as the person who is obsessed and watching a particular person, thinking they're too good to be true, and you're keeping them at arm's length away, or you've ghosted them. This is for you, okay? Crying over spilled milk, 5 of Cups. I said, who's crying? The person that got left out in the cold. That's your person. That's the person you ghosted. You thought you were protecting your own energy, and what you're doing is you're actually hurting another individual. So then we have the 3 of Wands, looking towards the future, action with the 8 of Wands, justice, and lo and behold, here's the card of being trapped. Getting out of this entrapment. Look, trapped, restricted, trapped. Okay. Same message. From an oracle deck to the tarot. Yeah, I think I started to talk about this, but there's going to be consequences. Because if Source... Yeah, okay. I feel like whoever ghosted someone or is avoiding them but watching them, you asked for relief in your life. You asked for something different. You are not happy where you currently are. You feel like you're struggling just to win in life. And Source is like, you're struggling because you are entrapping yourself. You created a spider web and you think there's some external force, that's the spider, that's making you trapped, when in reality, it's you. You are the one that's just creating this whole stuck energy. You feel victimized and helpless and powerless, but you're blinded to the fact it's you. See the blindfold on the Lady of Justice here? Because Source is giving you a way out, answering your manifestation, answering your prayers, however you want to look at it, or however you view and believe it. If you don't choose to get out of the trap, that's going to be on you. Your consequence is going to be yourself. Okay? Okay, so part of the intuitive message that I was getting today, I may not do a separate video, is the energy of somebody who, like, let's say, had a belief that all dogs bite. Okay? So Spirit was showing me an individual who then meets a dog. The dog doesn't bite. The dog is actually really nice, loving, caring. And at first they kind of shoo the dog away with their foot, and it escalates time and time again to the point that they start kicking the dog. And then eventually, after a long period of time, the dog finally bites. And this person says, see, I told you all dogs bite, right? And so Source was giving me this intuitive message of being like, no, the dog never bit you in the first place. The dog was tolerant and still loving when you shooed it away and you kept, kicking it, and then the kicks got harder or whatever. Eventually, everything in life breaks. Like a tree. Palm tree can bend to the winds of, Florida's hurricanes. But if it's such a strong force, eventually it's going to snap. And that's where I feel this person just makes everyone in their life snap. And maybe this is your final chance. This is where I feel like Source is kind of like, it's on you, boo. I'm not doing this anymore because I'm giving you exactly what you're asking for, and you're snapping every relief I give. And Source doesn't want to punish you and never feels ill about you, but it's kind of like if a genie granted your wish 100 times and 100 times you weren't grateful and you dismissed the wish, genie's going to be like, well, you don't want it. Like, I'm not going to do it again. So there's a choice that has to be made here. And what Spirit's saying is like, if you want to choose a different path, like let's say this is the path you're trapped on, okay? And you want something different. You want to go towards your abundance. Hold on, let me get the card. This is from part 1. You want to go towards the path of your abundance. You actually have to make an active decision and put in effort with the Chariot to go towards how you actually feel. The Knight of Cups is an emotional knight, expressing their emotions. This is someone that finally says, you know what? It's me. It's me. I want to create that new life for myself. I want to trust in an individual. I want to accept the help that Source has given me. This person's not going to heal you. I don't know if I said that in part 1 or part 2 already. They're not here to heal you. You can only heal yourself. But I feel Source is trying to say to you, they're giving you a path towards success, a path out of being stuck. You just keep choosing the path that repeats. You're on a cycle, a karmic cycle of, I want to be stuck. I know what it feels like to be stuck. This is safe for me. This is familiar. I don't like unfamiliar. You have to go towards unfamiliar territory, even though it looks scary. You know, there may be more rocks on this path and hills and whatever, or the path disappears at some point. You have to understand that's where you're going to see a difference in your life, not the one that you've walked numerous times. You already know this outcome. So take action towards what you know is the change that you're guided towards. And I do feel you've met a lot of people that you've been obsessed about, that were nurturing and caring, and you just sabotaged it. I feel like a lot of this energy too is the guilt for what you have done. You've ruined those connections. But here you are given one last try. I feel like this is your last attempt by Source to finally nurture the person that's here to help you, help yourself. Oh man, I feel like I feel like a big sister right now, being like, wake up. Wake up, whoever you are. And if you're the person that's this nurturing, open-hearted individual and you have patience for them, they're not being malicious. They're not trying to hurt your feelings. This is someone that's literally stuck in their own pattern and they think they're being safe about it, but really what they're focusing on is themselves. They know they're hurting you, but to actually make an active change hurts them more than knowing that they hurt you, which is fine. You know, like if you're watching someone at a campfire and your finger is, getting burned by the fire, the person can have, empathy for you being like, oh, that sucks. You're getting burned, but it's not like they're going to go in there and grab your finger away from the fire for you. So this person sees your hurt, but they're not the one feeling the burn. So putting their hand into the fire to rescue your finger would cause them to feel the burn, and that's what they're afraid of. And that's normal. That's human nature. That's normal, okay? But I just want to say, this is why love is so hard. We love love. I think the human curse is that love feels so good, but it's also so much of a test. And you meet different people. Once you pass one test, you go to another. I know that's my personal experience right now. It makes you want to just give up on love. But no, love is the frequency of the universe. Kindness is free. Keep being you. Do you. And eventually, you'll find that person that appreciates you if this person doesn't pick you.